It's by coincidence you managed to put the page of Alhaji Momodou Saho next to my dad, or what? You didn't know their relation?
It's by divine order. So this is a revelation. We did not know.
See?
Allah knows.
They're so close. They're very close. Very close.
Any problem in this community, it's Alhaji Saho. And he kept on until his last day. Used to come and visit us and sit in here. Then the son took over. And the son came and said, "Hey brother, I've been asked by my dad to look at you." It's unbelievable, this life. You give and take. We are here because of the Sayer Job family. Sayer Job in person. That family has been a great family to us.
Papa's friend.
They have welcomed us when my father came and said, "I want a place." They came and said, "Come." This was the first house here. The second house was the sisters. You know, the sisters here had a house. Still, the house is there. And they gave him this place. And it was so big all the way down through the IEC office there, the former IEC office. Then later, you know, my dad wanted to put the factory here, oil mill number 2 at Denton Bridge here. And that's what the colonials wanted to do. Then the community came and said, "Mr. Massry, we have given a church here. We cannot allow a factory to be built next to a church. We're gonna cut the land to where it is now. The state will look to give you a place other than this. This one, keep it as a house for you." And that's what happened. He took this for a house, and then the state gave us Denton Bridge. They say, "Go and turn on the fire at Denton Bridge, and where the fire stops is your land." And that's how we developed Denton Bridge to become the factory down there. Alhamdulillah.
Papa did not start here in Serekunda. Papa started in provinces. He started in Sambang, where my grandfather was. He was in Nyamina. When, because of the bridge, he has to take the groundwork to cross. It was so difficult for him, so he went to Jawara. He started in Jawara. Papa tried very hard. The first thing he did when he came to Gambia, he said at Sofowatis building at Wellington, here you have this Jamie Mo's grandmother. He has no child. It's the brothers and sisters' children he adopted. Papa lived there and used to do palm kernel export to England. He did colonos too. He tried so many things before going to the farm. After he went to start doing farming, Papa worked very hard.
He even wanted to bring the silk.
Yeah. Silkworm.
The silkworm to produce silk. And Gambia is a good land to produce silk.
That's it.
He even made a specimen of a silkworm suit for himself and Sir Dauda. You remember that time?
Every time there is in Sir John Paul, the governor who was here, Papa used to win prizes for the best cassava and sweet potato. It's as big as this every year.
There were years where we have bumper harvest, and there were years that it was a disaster. There were floods. The fields were not as expected.
Locust infection.
Yeah, and the community used to come and say, "Please, our situation is not helping us. We need help, we need this, we need this." And my dad used to do it. And when it comes to payment, he said, "No, I forgive you on that." This area here used to produce 5,000 tons of peanuts every season. Today, There isn't a bucket of peanuts here. 5,000 tons. This was one of the major groundnut producers, this area here. I remember that he had to prepare for this for nearly 3-4 years to find the right time that Sir Dawda can pass by Lebanon. And as a matter of fact, Sir Dawda has been to Lebanon twice. He was given a title as a Haidara, and the reason of his noble activities, his help to the needy and the poor. You see? So, and he raised us on this thinking that look, keep an eye on the poor. Those people have nothing except God. And I've been doing this all over my life, and I have taught my children to do the same thing. We were taught and we were asked to carry on, to keep on helping the mosques. Let's say Banjul, here, any mosque that comes to me, with pleasure. I don't have a problem. Even if a church comes to me. You agree with me on this, or you don't agree?
I agree. You build that house for that blind man.
Yes. You know, I only record twice. I remember twice going to Banjul. You know, but most of the time I was out of town. You know, during my early education years, I was in Lebanon, and then later I went to America. But in the meantime, when I came from America, I had the chance to be with him at the Banjul Mosque, and one chance at the, what do you call, King Fahd Mosque.
Fahd.
And that's where, on the way out, he told me, Dad, these two mosques are part of my life. I'll give you back on them. They have supported us. At times we could not buy groundnut, we don't have money. We used to go to the Imam. And they used to go to Dreppa and Sir Dawda, hey, Bulfati Tofi, Joko Gerte. True or not true? So don't give you, so this, I can never forget my father's words on that. The what do you call, the late Imam of Banjul?
Alhaji Momodou Saho.
Yeah.
He was a close friend to my papa. Every time he's here, Papa goes to his house, and he was supporting the mosque. He has a small mosque at his place at Abdai. After you have Abdai Job, they all Papa support their mosque. He goes to give them, help them in the prayers for Tubaski. They were so close. They were very close friends.
Also, Imam Tafsir Gay, the late Imam Tafsir Gay. At first, I didn't believe that we will be able to have a mosque here. It was just casual talking. Late Daddy Job, he was talking in front of late OJ. Excellency, we're gonna have to put this mosque here and that, and we have to find the land. And I said, you sure? He said, yes. 4 or 5 days. It was determined. They cut the land or whatever. This is, I said, I myself, whatever you decide, OJ, you say what you want. And we have been supporting since that day. I pray that they continue to look for the better and develop more and more, even the impossible. Look for the better. Bring all the community together. It's very easy. And we make what is impossible can be made. Look at it. Look at this mosque today. If it wasn't the elites of the Gambians, this could not come in. Go and see. I don't have to say, you know, I mean, everybody who passes, he says, oh, mashallah. I consider Gambia a heaven. And may it continue to be a heaven.